What is up? This year, LA in a minute. Now I'm here at MacArthur Park, one of LA's most historic and frankly, beautiful places. MacArthur Park is almost 150 years old and it has a history from swampland to luxury residences. I want to talk about MacArthur Park. Let's get into it. The area that would become MacArthur Park was part of the original 1781 grants of Pueblo lands to Los Angeles. The area was initially dismissed as a swampland and was never developed or utilized. The city considered it an eyesore, and it sat. And they even tried to sell the 35 acres in 1865, but there were no takers. As such, the lake became a neighborhood dumping ground for household garbage, animal carcasses, and other waste. That said, by the 1880s, it was used as a drinking water reservoir, and it was connected to the city's aqueduct system at the time, the Zanja Madre. Finally, in 1885, LA Mayor William Workman, who owned several lots in the neighborhood, launched a campaign to turn the site into a city park. The park was named after Henricus Wallace Westlake, a Canadian physician who moved to Los Angeles in the 1880s, and he settled in the area and donated a portion of the land. Finally, in 1890, on Thanksgiving weekend, the park opened to the public in Los Angeles. It had easy streetcar access, boats, and a beautiful sightline, and the city fell in love with it immediately. It was the gathering point for the elite of Los Angeles, who began building and buying luxury homes near the park, and it was considered the Champs-Élysées of Los Angeles. There was a band shell built for concerts, and they would draw people from all over the city, sometimes attracting 10,000 guests to the park. There was a cactus garden, there was beach sand, there were parties, there were festivals, and it was Orange Street that ended at the park and brought everybody in the city to the park. Orange Street would become Wilshire Boulevard, and then the park changed. In 1934, there was a berm built to extend Wilshire Boulevard to downtown Los Angeles, and the park was cut into two, and the northern half of the lake was drained. In 1942, the park name was changed from Westlake Park to MacArthur Park in honor of World War II hero Douglas MacArthur. In the 60s and 70s, MacArthur Park became a political focal point, holding court for many rallies and political protests. The park continued to provide some of the best vistas in all of Los Angeles, but by the 1970s, there was a large criminal element at the park. In 1973 and again in 1978, the park lake was drained and hundreds of firearms were found disposed at the bottom of the lake. By 1990, the park was known for violence. There was prostitution, drug dealing, shootouts, even the occasional drowning, and it became the murder capital of Los Angeles. By 2002, business and community leaders were fed up, and they joined along with LAPD to rehabilitate the park and give it a new lease on life for the 21st century. In 2007, the Levitt Pavilion opened, offering 50 free concerts each summer and attracting a wide range of audience and helping the park regain its momentum. Though there are ups and downs like anywhere in Los Angeles, the park still thrives today with a vivacious new energy. So MacArthur Park really is one of the most historic and beautiful places in all of Los Angeles, and it's embedded in LA's DNA, MacArthur Park. All right, LA, it's been a minute.